Hi, this is Brandon from Talk Tech, back with another video. All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple Linux installation skip. I want to kind of accomplish two things with this video. Is I want to go ahead and show you how to some of the basics of creating a Linux bash script, as well as kind of make your life a little bit easier because using an installation script for maybe common programs that you like to have installed when you're setting up a Linux distribution, this will make your life a whole heck of a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and do everything from the command line. So just go ahead and follow along. We're going to be using Nano, just the built-in text editor. I'm not very familiar at this stage of my tech journey, if you will, with Vim yet. So eventually I'd like to get there, but for now we're going to use Nano since it's pretty much on every single distribution and it's very, very simple. But the first thing that we need to do is determine which interpreter that we're using so we can put together what's called our Shebang, which I will go over in just a second. So we can do that by using the command which bash, W-H-I-C-H. Mine is bin bash. All right, so now what we're going to go ahead and do before we kind of start creating our script is we're going to go ahead and create a directory for our script, or folder, if you will. We're going to use the mkdir, M-K-D-I-R, and then I'm just going to call it scripts. And if you just do a nice ls, we can see scripts right there. All right, so now let's change the directory with the cd command, scripts. Now we're in our scripts directory. Now let's go ahead and go with nano scripts.sh. The reason I'm going with sh is because we want the system to know that this is a script file and it's meant to be executed, which that .sh designation will allow it to do. And we're just using that at the beginning because now it's automatically going to create the file with this name, which we can actually see at the top of Nano here. So let's go ahead and start with our Shebang. To start our Shebang, well, actually, kind of going over the Shebang, it's basically just another way. It's also another thing that to let the system know, like, hey, this is supposed to be executed. So go ahead and start here and just work your way down. So the way that we start that is we use the hashtag, and then we use the exclamation point, and then we're going to go ahead and put in our interpreter bin bash. All right, now the first thing that you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and do a sudo apt update to update all of your repositories. Now, you can, at this point, you can go ahead and run an upgrade if you want. It's really going to be up to yourself. You can run it at the beginning, you can run it at the end. In my particular case, I like to do it at the beginning because it's going to be downloading pretty much the most up-to-date programs from the repository. So theoretically, we should not need an update of those actual programs. So I prefer just to do it after the update. I'm sorry, I prefer to do it at the beginning of my script, but that's going to be solely up to yourself. In this particular case, I will not be adding the, I'm going to actually add the upgrade, but you're not going to see it have to do any actual updates because I've actually already done those. But let's just go ahead and put that in there. Now, just make sure you put your Y for each program, because if not, you will literally be typing in Y every single time, and it will get annoying. And I'm just going to do sudo apt install Ocular. And I'm going to make sure to put Y again. Now, Ocular is it's just a PDF reader, pretty simple. One that you can install in Linux through the command line. So we're going to go ahead and just use that one. I was previously going to use htop as well as Vim, but I believe those are already installed on this distribution. But all you'd really have to do at this point, if you wanted to go ahead and add any additional ones, just follow the same template here. Just sudo apt install program name, then -y. If you really hate yourself, you can go ahead and leave out the Y and then just hit Y every time it comes up, but then you're stuck at your computer. That's solely up to yourself. If you do need to add any clarifications or anything like that, or maybe you're doing in the process of maybe kind of creating a much more complex script. If you need to add any like identifying text or anything like that, just make sure you put a pound sign or hashtag, and then just type out whatever it is. Say if or if you maybe in the future you're making an update to the script, you could just say added program date 10/03/2020. If you will, you could also just you could put that at the top, but you could always get to the details. It's really going to be up to yourself, whatever you're using it for, but I don't really need that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to do a Control X, and it's asking me if I want to save. I'm going to give it a yes. It's already got a name there, so we're good here. If we just do an ls or a list command, we can see our script there now. Now, there is an additional step that we need to go ahead and do prior to executing this script, is we need to go ahead and make it executable. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and use the chmod command. We're going to do a plus, and we're going to do X, and then we're going to type in the name of our script. And one of the things that you'll notice is that now it is a different color because it's executable, right? So that's what that X means. We're just we're changing it, changing mode. We're doing the plus to add execution, and then to scripts.sh. Now we can see that this is executable just by the fact that it is a different color. Now, in order to be able to go ahead and execute this, we're going to go ahead and do a sudo. If you've already run sudo, or if you're actually signed in as a super user, then you don't need to put this, but I am not, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to it. And then we're going to go ahead and just type in the name of our script, and then we're going to hit enter, put in the password, hit enter. It's going to do its thing, and you'll be able to see it, and there it is actually installing Ocular. And we're going to give it just a minute here. This is not a huge program, so it shouldn't take too long. This is going to be a little bit slower than it would be on a full-on laptop or desktop, just because this has only got 2 processing cores to it, and it's only got 2 gigabytes of RAM, so it can be a little bit slower. But again, if you're installing multiple programs, this is going to save you a lot of time. You can, if you're in a working environment, you can go on and do other daily tasks and things like that. Come back once everything is finished, and then boom, it's ready to go. And you're going to see it. It's going to do all of its normal stuff. I'm just going to kind of show you some of while it's doing its thing. You can see here it's updated the repositories. Done, 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 done. And it's like, oh, hey, newly installed. No, don't need to upgrade anything, so we're good here. And then it's going to start going into the installation of Ocular. And, here it's going to keep doing its thing. It's doing its progress at 35%. Just to kind of, since it's kind of doing this portion, I'm going to kind of just go into a couple of other things, not really related to actually doing scripts, but you can actually create super, super complex scripts. I'm just showing you the simple one because honestly, I really don't know a lot about scripts yet. I'm using this channel as I've kind of listed in my about my channel section on the channel page, is that hey, I'm learning. So that's what's going to be happening. I'm just showing you things that I'm learning along the way, so I can go ahead and share the things that I'm learning with you. I'm also kind of doing this to allow myself to basically put together a portfolio because I am coming from something completely untech related. And one of the challenges for me is going to be opportunity, and I can't just go out and get another job. So I do this in my spare time, and I will have it documented on YouTube so that I can actually have something to show any future prospective employers or any clients, depending on what type of work that I'm doing. And well, now we can actually see that it's at 99%. So thank you for listening to my a little bit about what I'm doing here. So it's good to go. And now if we actually kind of come over here to our little menu, Ocular has been installed. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like the content that I'm making here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. I'm totally okay either way. I appreciate your honesty. If you don't like the video, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, what you liked, what you didn't like, any feedback, or if you just want to say hi or something like that. All of it is much appreciated. But if that's the end of this video, so we'll see you in the next one, and have a great rest of the day.